What is up, citizens of Rukon, patrons of Dave, lovers of 8-Ball? Welcome to Tales from Rukon. Echoes of Chaos, Episode 5. Some quick announcements before we get started. As always, we have a Discord where we have an awesome little community starting up. Link is in the description. Come chat with us outside the game. We even have a Minecraft server to join that Riley's been streaming in the Discord a few nights this past week, and I've been coming in usually very late in the night, but coming in to hang out a little bit. We also have a TikTok. Just search up Tales from Rukon. We have our first one posted, and we'll be putting up a bunch more clips from the funniest moments of the streams. We broke 420 subscribers. Thank you all so much. We're so happy that so many of you
very good.
Blaze it.
Thank you.
We're so happy that so many of you are enjoying what we're doing. Please, anyone who you think would enjoy the stream, share it around with them. Our next big subscriber goal is 1,000. As usual, we won't be responding to chat much during the game, but a couple of us may be responding in the chat itself during moments that don't involve that player's focus as much, and we will be hanging out during the mid-game intermission as we file back in. Any other announcements from anyone else?
I just drove 16 hours, so I'm all kinds of loopy, but I'm here.
And work's been nuts, so I'm a little tired myself. So this will be fun.
I just want to say a quick thank you to a couple of people that have come to my Twitch stream and have been super cool and hanging out there. I'm also starting to stream a little Minecraft with Riley. If you want to hang out with both of us, I'll be on Twitch and he will be in the Discord, so you can watch both of us at the same time and join if you're in the Discord, you're welcome to join the server as well. Help us start building Rukon within Minecraft with us. That would be super cool. And also, I have a new name on Twitch. It's no longer Bandito_Neon. It is now Professor Bandito. I'm waiting on some new overlays and stuff like that. So coming up in the next week or so, I'm going to have a whole brand new alerts and redemptions and all that stuff. So if you want to come hang out, we'll be doing some Minecraft, some Tarkov, some what the hell's? Oh, and some Knights of the Old Republic. Since the game is coming back out, we're throwing back and doing some of that. So would love to, everyone that's here, would love to see you hang out there as well. I don't see Def and Tercedo and Jaden have all been hanging out, so
Yeah.
we would love to see you all there.
All right. So, without further ado, we return to the world of Rukon. Our group of adventurers had all been sent by various sources to retrieve the Rod of Dasis, an ancient magical artifact in the Ulmarsh of Midfall. After doing so, there was debate over who should get the rod, and distrust as different party members had different information, leading Nikita to help an outside ally steal it and take control of the situation. They all decided to go to Zirith, the kingdom's capital and Nikita's home, where they would meet with the man who hired them and they could figure out who was telling the truth. They left the town they were in and started on the path to the military fortress of Jugatse, where they could travel by magical means the rest of the way to Zirith. On the way there, the group encountered Stefanus Derrickson, the son of a baron of a city on the trade route who had been robbed while on the same path they were on. He hired them as bodyguards and began making friends with Nikita. That night, while the tension between Nikita and Galadh was put to the test during their watch, they were mugged by the same bandits who had robbed Stefanus. After an intense fight, one bandit was left, put under a charm person spell by Galadh. They questioned her, learning her name was Hannah, and discovered she was part of the Howling Banshees, the largest, most well-known and feared bandit organization in the kingdom. They learned the hideout was a few hours away, and Nikita wanted to go take it and get back Stefanus' things, who offered them double payment if they could do so. Discovering she was young, had been with the Banshees less than a year, and came from a poor upbringing on the streets, Galadh took pity on her, and he and Thrag released her when the rest of the party went to sleep. Choosing to walk away from violence rather than seek it, he urged the party not to go after her, as she had agreed the Banshees wouldn't come after them if they spared her. Ultimately agreeing, the group continued on their path, arriving at the riverside town of Viramore, the halfway point to Jugatse. So, you all cross the large stone bridge over the West Roar River, approaching the outskirts of Viramore as the sun sets. In the fading light of dusk, you realize that the lights you see aren't the inner lights of businesses and homes turning on for the night, but the flicker of fire as a building just past the outer row begins to go up in flames, and smoke begins to rise in other parts of the town. You hear screams and crashes from within. As you arrive just past the guard tower looming over the eastern edge of the town, you see a cluster of houses in the local stables. One of the houses is on fire, the one you saw from the bridge, and around you, locals are running past, all looking afraid. Chasing them in immediate visual vicinity are 4 ant-like beings with upright torsos, nearly 6 foot in height, with crab-like claws, and one nearly 7 feet tall, with claws more closely resembling hands with multiple fingers. Further down the road, you see more of these creatures attacking, and local guards and hunters fighting back. The 5 in front of you take notice and begin running towards you. Everyone jump into Astral and roll initiative.
Oh, jeez, right from the get-go.
Do you think it's always like this here?
I don't know. I've never been here before.
Also, you may have switched it to the wrong music.
Bugs. I hate bugs.
All right, let's get
Oh,
everyone back in here.
Yeah.
Who's left back?
There sure are a lot of humanoid insect creatures around here.
Okay.
this is getting wonderfully meta. I love it.
Ants!
All right, I need initiative rolls. Galadh.
Shit.
Let's go with a 15.
Oh, God.
All right.
The sound of
Awesome.
the sound
Ragtag.
of all the.
The sound of dice.
8.
Excellent. Nikita.
8.
Twinsies!
Thrag.
Unnatural 20.
All right. Frag, you're up.
Okay.
Thrag, you're up first. Galadh, you are on deck.
Nothing but bug people. I'm gonna pull out. I'm gonna pull out the battle axe that I just got from last session.
All right.
I'm gonna start running up to him. Let's see here. Uh, 25. I'll run up to here. My short little stubby legs, I'm gonna get it about 25 feet closer. And that's about all I can do right now.
Or you could dash and make it all the way to at least one of them, but still just not get the attack.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? I am late tank. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put myself right in the middle of those two.
Okay, so Thrag charges in head first, likely screaming in a half-drunken rage.
Only half?
And with that, the largest one,
Not a boost.
as these were all more or less moving towards you, the largest one is going to move in and go for an attack.
Bring the pain.
All right. On the right spot on my
They look very capable of that.
sheet. All right. So first off, it is going to, and we're going for the ant enemies to crack open
A
the
cold one with the
bloodstone
boys.
dice
And if you don't
that
know the
came with
reference,
ants.
make sure to check out our video. Yeah, ants. There's a reason. If you haven't seen it, go look.
No goddamn way. The first roll I make with our bloodstone D20 that came in ants is a natural 1.
Yeah,
Beautiful. It's
You're the
wonderful.
trick dice, right?
We got the right set.
Yes.
So I think because of how the aggression and force and probably loudness of the roar in which you charged in with, it thought you were bigger than you were and just aimed way too high and just completely overshot you. But then it's going to go for its second attack, which isn't much better. That is only a 12. So attack number 3. Okay, that's better. That is going to be a dirty 20.
Oof.
Ugh.
Youch.
Okay.
Bring the pain. Bring the pain.
Oh, the pain will be brought. The DM said probably too confidently.
As he rolls minimum damage.
8 piercing damage, but I need a Constitution saving throw, as after a missed bite and claw attack, it spins around and hits you with a stinger.
Ooh! Ow! Natural 1! Oh, that's gonna hurt.
All right. Let's see. So you take 9 poison damage and are currently considered poisoned. Alrighty.
Then
With that, Galadh, you are up. Ragtag, you're on deck.
All right, I am gonna run up here and give this guy a two-handed quarterstaff whack.
Which you have advantage because Thrag is flanking.
Excellent. I'm definitely gonna need that advantage. I've accidentally dropped out of Astral for a second. There we go.
for
And
anyone that's new, flanking can occur when when you're attacking and someone else is one of your party members are on the opposite side of them.
yeah, no, that's not gonna hit. That'll be a 9 with advantage.
Ooh. And that
All
will not
right.
hit.
And then for my bonus action, I shall cast me some, I've lost the spell here, Flame Blade. And so, as I miss with the two-handed attack, I release with one hand on the staff and just evoke a fiery scimitar out of the air and immediately make another attack on this
All right.
thing.
You have a
And-
second attack as part of your action?
I'm allowed to cast an attack, or take an attack when I cast the
Okay.
thing, if
Cool.
I'm interpreting this correctly. I don't believe it requires... Oh, no, I have to make a... I have to use an action to attack with that. Never mind, then. I'm not doing that. Which is
Cool.
a shame, because that probably
So-
will hit.
You summoned the sword. Have not attacked with it yet, but you have it ready. With that, the second of these ant people are going to run up and give a good old hi to Galadh. All right. Attack number 1 is a 15.
That will hit.
That will hit. All right. So grabs onto you and takes a little chomp. But you're able to move enough that it just kind of catches a shoulder and does 5 points of piercing damage. Attack
All
number
right.
2 now is going to attempt to swipe with a claw. That is only going to be a 9.
That will not hit.
All right. And attack number 3, attempt with the stinger. That is also going to be a 15.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
All right. And that is going to be 9 piercing damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That will be... Uh, 12.
You do make the saving throw, so you do not take the poison damage. So comes in,
Alright.
bites down, gets a little bit through your shoulder armor, but not too bad. Attempts a claw strike that you block, probably with the flame blade, and then hits you with the stinger. But your experience out in nature and some of the elements you've been exposed to left you hardy enough to withstand the upcoming poison. Ragtag, you are up. Nikita, you're on deck.
Okay, Ragtag is going to hold one arm out, and Eldritch magic shimmers down from his elbow into his hand, and then he tosses it into the field in front of him. And right here, an Eldritch cannon appears, which then runs 15 feet forward in this direction, right over here. Can you put something?
Hold on, I
there for
gotta.
me?
Yeah, I'm finding the Eldritch cannon we had. You said it was right in front of you.
Yeah, it's right there.
Cool.
And he runs so far away over here. Can you see where I'm pointing?
Right next to Galadh.
Just up one and to the right of the topmost the ant that's above Galadh?
There.
Yeah, but not me. Just the cannon.
Oh, just the cannon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm not going into this.
It's a good choice.
One more square to the left, actually.
Sure.
Okay, so the Eldritch Cannon is now positioned directly above this ant chunk, and it's going to fire a 15-foot cone of flames, which should hit the 2 warriors next to Galadh, as well as the Mire March, the big boy.
Gotcha.
And they all
Will
need
it
to make
also
dex
hit
saves.
Thrag?
Let's see. We're gonna go
It'll be
with
fine.
unfortunately yes.
Drag did run in there and say, "Bring the pan."
Yes. Sorry, still tweaking some things. So I need dex checks from all the ants and Thrag. I'm sorry.
All right.
You seem like you could take it.
That's what she said.
Dirty 20 on the
Hey.
first, 18 on the second, 8 on the third, and natural 1 on the Mermark.
Okay. Did any of them break 15?
2 of them.
2 of them. Okay.
And I got a dirty 20, so.
Okay, you're good. Okay, 5 for those who saved, and 10 for those who did not. Fire damage,
Cool.
and that is my turn. Actually, I'm gonna move just a couple feet this way to position my next turn. Okay.
Okay. And with that, where was our initiative order? Nikita, you are up. Thrag, you're on deck.
Roger.
I pull out piece of wood from jacket, and then I hold it in my hands and rub it, and then as I pull out, making one string, the smoke opens up, and a giant rock, 20 feet by 20 feet, comes out to from the sky to fly as I do a major image of rock flying over to possibly scare Ant, because Ant is scared of bird, right?
There's logic in that.
Oh, a bird
thought
rock,
process.
not just a big,
Yes.
not just a big ass boulder.
Yes.
Stone.
Yes, the bird, the rock from how I not say it right? Rock.
It's
You
not
understand.
a boulder. It's a
It's
rock.
Uh,
Very good.
I
It's a
feel like there was
SpongeBob reference, Wes.
That explains why I don't get it.
And a
Oh,
good one.
God.
And flawlessly timed.
So
Oh my god.
can rock scare ants because it is giant rock? 20
I'm
by
going to
20
say
rock?
roll intimidation with advantage.
that's good.
As it comes out of smoke, it's very badass, I tell you. 18.
Okay. Afraid, not afraid, and afraid. So, you see, 4 of the, all of the smaller ones are immediately look like they're cowering in fear and about to run away. The Mermark, however, looks kind of has a come at me bro stance. If an ant could have a come at me bro stance.
Which we
He
can
looks
confirm.
badass.
They
Yes.
All right.
And rock just going to hover in sky. And that is my turn.
Okay, so with that, this one is going to piece it out of there. Then this one is going to piece it out of there.
Ah, I get an
And-
attack of an opportunity.
You do get an attack of opportunity.
Not that it's gonna fucking do anything, apparently. 10.
Nope, 10 does not hit.
All right.
So you go for the swing, but your axe just kind of hits off the chitin armor of its body. Then we have this one, who is also going to try to piece it out and provokes an attack of opportunity from both Thrag and Galadh.
All right.
Let's roll.
Oh boy, can't wait for a natural 1.
13.
13 does not hit.
I gotta figure out. I'm gonna be hitting him with the.
And actually, you only get one attack of opportunity per round anyway, so it
Oh.
wouldn't have mattered. You took it on the first one.
Yeah, and I'm hitting him with the Flame Blade, which will be, if I can actually find it in my spell list, dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 does hit.
Excellent. I need to find another d6. Hold on. So that will be 3d6 damage.
So as
11
Thrag
damage.
has his axe kind of bounce off the armor of plating the first one, you turn around and frantically try to hit the next one that's running away, but you just swing super, super wide. You are not fast enough to do both. But fear not, as Galad's Flame Blade comes down, hitting a direct shot for how much damage?
11 damage. If I
For
remember
11
correctly.
damage.
Chat,
Okay.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Is bug type weak against fire type?
Actually stops it from running any further, as it kind of stops in its tracks and is shaken, and you can see it is stunned.
All
It's recoiled.
right.
Okay. So with that, Thrag, it is your turn.
Oh, baby! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and swing at the big boy. Let's see how you like my new battle axe! That's gonna be a 23.
Ooh, a 23 does indeed hit.
Oh, baby! Time to roll a d10 for damage.
Oh.
Delicious. Total damage 7.
Okay.
And then extra attack. 15.
15 does not hit.
So
you wind up, you take 2 big shots. The first one sinks in, but not as deep as you would have liked it to. The armor plating on this guy is pretty thick. While you think of ants as pretty fragile, at this size, they are indeed quite powerful.
Hmm.
All right. Now does
Now,
the
just
Murmark's
to,
turn.
I would just want to double check. We haven't long rested since our battle with the bandits, right?
You have.
Oh, we have.
God.
Yep.
Okay. Screw it. I'll action surge.
What a bold choice.
Oh, yes.
I'm using it against the big guy. That's unfortunate. That's a natural 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Great use of action surge.
Best I've ever seen.
So yeah, while you go for the third hit, this time it actually like blocks the axe. Like it's in fight mode. It's I told you, it took a come at me bro stance, and it is
Yeah.
backing it up.
All right. And then I will extra attack again because action surge. Oh man, I am rolling like shit. That doesn't hit either.
All right. So it is now the Murmark's turn. As you take that last attack, it's going to attempt to grab you and come in for a bite. Ooh, it does not roll very well. That is going to be only an... Shit, where'd it go? This is a large combat sheet to read from. Is a 11. So I assume that does not hit.
Nope.
Okay. It then goes for a sting attack, which is going to be a 19 to hit.
Ugh, that hits.
Okay.
Mamma mia. Here we go again.
That is going to be 15 damage, and I need a con saving throw.
Ouch. That's 15 piercing damage? Jeez.
Yes.
Con save is 24.
Okay. So you make it, so you do not take the poison damage this time. And you are free of the poison from the last turn.
Okay. Cool.
That I forgot to do on your turn, though, so I will unfortunately have to
Yeah.
retroactively deal that, which is 6 poison damage that you took on your turn.
It's 21 total damage.
Cool. Then it's going to go for its final attack.
God, it's not done.
That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh, God.
As the javelin it's actually holding is stabbed down into you.
Oh,
How are you feeling there, Thrag?
we're all just
Yeah.
watching Thrag get absolutely wrecked.
You don't.
It hits you for
good.
it hits you for another 11 points of piercing damage as it now accurately gauges your height and gets the spear down kind of into your collarbone area.
You bastard! I said bring the pain, I really meant for you!
Are you're not stunned yet, are you?
No.
Okay, good. Goddamn tank.
It's a good thing.
All right.
Fucking...
Galadh, you're up. Ragtag, you're on deck.
All right, watching that absolute massacre has just changed what I'm gonna do here. I'm going to sneak my way one thing closer, so hopefully, since I never left combat range, I don't take an attack of opportunity. Correct?
Nope.
Beautiful. And I'm gonna reach over and just touch our less tanky tank here, and I'm going to cast a Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
All right.
And roll very poorly at that. You get 9 health back from that. That was incredibly underwhelming, seeing as I rolled 6 on 3d8. So better than nothing. But
9 health. Yeah, 9 health.
Yeah.
9 health.
yeah, that's my turn, unfortunately.
Okay, so now the warrior that you ran away from that didn't get an attack of opportunity is still going to take a hit at you for
Yay.
its turn. It's going to be a
Figured as
23 to hit.
That'll just barely hit by about 10.
All right, so that's going to be with its bite attack 7 as it kind of comes pretty much the same spot it got the first time, just this time it's biting from behind and you're just like, motherfucker. Second attack with its claw swipe. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that's-
Thanks for the dice, guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
We've made mistakes. That one was just lulling us into a
The
false
claw,
sense of
the claw
security.
attack's going to do 4 slashing damage as it kind of digs into your back. And then lastly, going to try to sting you. And that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I'm glad I burned that natural 1 on the first roll.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't. I wish you'd burned that on every roll.
I wish it was a smolder instead of a burn.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 7 piercing damage, and I need a con save.
All right. That's 9 con save.
9 con save, so then you take an additional 6 poison damage, and you are currently poisoned.
Oh. How much damage did that just do?
I'm not keeping track of the total.
Yeah. That was. Hold on. Actually, I can do the math here. Only updated it on one thing. Oh. I'm not stunned, but only just.
All right.
Don't say
Uh,
that.
Ragtag, you're up. Nikita, you're on deck.
Okay. Ragtag says, "Oh, jeez, hang on, I got it. I got this, guys." And spins his wrench and raises it in the air, and the edge of it glows red hot and fires 3 scorching rays into just into the big guy.
All right.
Let's see, 26 hit.
26 hits.
Okay. Another 26. That's
26
fun.
also hits.
And this one is 15.
15 does not.
Okay, so we got 2 hits. I'll just roll 1 set of damage for each of them. That is 16 total fire damage on that one.
All right.
And in addition to that, I do an extra 8 damage with that spell attack. Or 1d8. Extra 6 damage. Okay, so another 6 just general damage to that. And then finally, the Eldritch Cannon is going to fire on just the top. I don't think I can hit all 3 ants and not hit Galadh. So can I hit just the top, or the left Formian Warrior and the mirror mark?
That should be doable.
Cool. So dex saves from both of them.
Okay. Nope. And more nope.
Cool. That's 10 fire damage for each of them.
Okay. So.
Yay!
Explain. Describe the scene as they both get incinerated.
Okay. The first scorching ray kind of whizzes by its head, and it misses it, and it looks in the direction of that. And Ragtag goes, "Distraction!" And then the other two just hit it right in the chest. And then, so it was on purpose, definitely.
Yep. Meant to do
As
it.
that happens, the other ant looks up to it, and then in that moment, you can see the camera kind of swivel behind, and you can see the Eldritch Cannon behind them. I'm imagining this cinematographically. And the Eldritch Cannon fires off. You said it.
Shit, I don't know what the right way to say that word.
I'm picturing it like a movie.
I feel you.
Eldritch Cannon fires off just a blast of flame that engulfs everything, and they're left just their legs
misses
just
Galadh
fucking
by
standing
a
there.
fucking centimeter.
Yes, absolutely. Just whizzes by his face. Just burst of flame, and just roasts those 2 ants.
All right.
We're gonna eat good tonight.
I don't know about that, but okay.
Nikita, you're up.
I have concentration spell. So if I have to keep concentration to keep rock. So am I allowed to do other spell or
As
only
long as it's
do
You
not
can do
another
other spells
concentration
that
spell.
aren't also concentration spells.
Okay. So I am going to do a pull out my finger, point it, and go bang at less Formian Warrior.
Nikita pulls out the Glock.
And I miss with a 1.
One.
A lot of ones
unfortunately,
tonight,
does
folks.
miss.
Yep. That's what happens.
Not
when you
from
take a
me
couple
for
weeks off.
goddamn once.
Only one from
what,
you.
Am I? So I'm allowed to move my.
By the way, Thrag, you're on
image?
deck.
My image. Will that be an action to move my image and to shoot?
I don't think so. Let me check.
I'm not sure if it's an action or a bonus action to further shape the major image.
It does not say in spell. That's why I ask.
I will say.
I am not moving, so I
Oh,
figured maybe
you can
that
use
would
your
be-
action to cause the image to move.
Okay, is that what it says?
Yes. As long as you're within range of the illusion, you can use your action to cause the image to move to any other spot within range. As the image changes location, you can alter its appearance so that its movements appear natural for the image.
Okay, well then there you go.
But we can imagine it's got like an idle animation of its wings flapping right now.
Yeah, for sure.
That's normal.
Idle animation.
No, I wanted to. It doesn't matter what I want to do, because God will not let what happens. God will let happens to do when I want to do things. Yes?
Yep. We're
Midrin
having
is
trouble tonight.
Oh,
Midrin
yeah.
is clearly Nikita's second language. Thrag, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna charge that bastard trying to run away.
You actually do catch up.
Why
Ah!
not finish this fight?
Ah! That's a natural 20.
There
What does
we
that
go.
mean?
Finally.
He just physically, you see him Thrag run at this damn man with a battle axe and just go, natural 20.
Cannon in
Are we
game.
rating our attacks now? Is that what this is?
No, I think he's just
I give
played a lot
myself
of.
a 10.
I think he's just played a lot of houses and humans in the
Ah.
past.
All right,
Nerd.
that's 12 damage for the first hit. Let's see what the second one is. Ooh, another good roll. All right, game's making up for all of its BS that it just gave me. That's a 24 to hit.
24 does hit.
Beautiful. Minimum damage. 4.
Which I,
Second hit.
oh, isn't enough to kill it. Huh. It is enough to absolutely stun it, though. So running away, you just hit, and it like kind of stumbles, and then you get your second hit in, and it just kind of drops to its ant knees.
Ant knees.
Yep. And with that, Galadh, you're up. Ragtag, you're on deck.
All right. I am going to very much hope that this thing dies when I hit it with this flame thing. 'Cause I don't think I'm surviving another round. That will be a 21 to hit.
A 21 does hit.
All right. 3 of those. Come on, give me some good numbers. Those are not great numbers. It's 8 damage.
All right.
So as I'm reeling in pain, I just kind of flail around and just kind of like nick its arm or something.
All right.
One of its
And do
mini
you have a
legs.
bonus action?
Unfortunately, no.
All right. Well, it is the Cormian's turn, and you did not kill it, so it is going to attempt to bite you and roll a dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That is going to be 6 piercing damage from the bite, as it goes down for the
Okay.
same spot a third time like a bastard. However, its second attack is a natural 1.
Good.
So it
good.
the claw swipe totally misses, and then the sting is going to be a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. And that is going to be 8 piercing damage. I need a con save.
Oh no.
Shit, I forgot you were poisoned. I have to retroactively
Oh,
deal you 3
no.
poison damage.
3?
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, buddy.
Okay.
Yay.
Con save? You
Yep,
said?
con save.
Right dice. I live and die by this roll. It's a natural 3. I'm dead. Or at least I'm unconscious.
Oh,
6.
God.
Oh
6
yeah, no,
damage?
yeah, that's not gonna be
All right. Galadh is falls unconscious as the sting hits him square in the torso, and just like Frodo in Lord of the Rings getting hit with the stinger from Shelob, just kind of goes numb and falls backwards.
Crap.
Ragtag, you're up.
He was the only one who knew how to heal people. Ragtag is going to the second Galadh falls down, the Eldritch Cannon behind that ant just kind of like turns and cocks and then fires a flaming cone at that ant. So can I get a dex save?
Well, that will absolutely hit.
No,
Galadh.
it's like aiming up a little bit.
That's not how a flame
Fine.
cone works.
Is this the part where I automatically fail 2 death
It's
saves?
going to then it's going to move 2 squares to the left
Okay.
and fire a cone in that direction.
Okay. There
At
we
the
go.
same time, what?
I said, there we go.
Good. So it's going to fire, and at the same time, Ragtag is firing a firebolt from the opposite direction.
Okay.
So I need a dex save, and then I'll make a spell attack.
Dex save is 17.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Sweet. Okay, it makes the save, so it only takes 6 damage from the cannon, and then 6 damage from the firebolt, so 12 damage overall, fire damage.
Okay. So the cross beam of fiery attacks that are being shot at this thing from both sides just collide, and it like tries to turn but doesn't know which way to run because there's a Galadh to its side, and it just can't seem to realize that it has to go the opposite way
Sideways.
of Galadh is the only way. So it just stumbles for a sec as it just gets vaporized from
There
two
you go.
sides. At this point, Nikita, your turn. Technically, there are two more that are just a little further off that happen to run farther than I made the bounds of the map.
I get Rook, and I have Rook fly right over top of Foreman Warrior 2 and Foreman Warrior 3, and it as it lets out a massive Rook scream, and to intimidate both of them, and as it flies over and hangs out on the other side to continue to push out of that direction.
Cool. So it lets out a big eagle-like screech, which does cause the running Formians to change direction and start kind of running back towards you guys, or Formian, because the Formian Warrior 3 is stunned. Thanks to Thrag.
To push it to continue to make it run. Like I come in.
Oh,
from
you
that
want
direction.
it further away from you?
Yes, keep it
Okay.
running.
Sure. Cool. So now it's its turn, and it is absolutely going to keep running. Wait. This way. There we go. It's all the way out there now. With that, it is Galad's turn. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Thrag's turn. Galad's turn is next. So Thrag, what are you doing?
All right. Gotta kill this damn bug is what I'm gonna do. I'll squash you under my boot.
You're gonna need a bigger boot.
12 does not hit, I don't believe.
You have advantage because it's prone.
Oh. Well, that's good, because the second hit was a 19.
There you go. That hits.
That's going to be 11 damage for the first hit.
And that's all it took. So describe
Cool.
how you end this thing with your one attack.
You said it's prone?
Yep.
I bring up my new battle axe and just say, I call this battle axe my boot now! And then just bring it down on it.
Excellent.
That's gonna get so confusing.
Excellent.
With that, I have enough. Get to him. Do I have? I ain't got nothing for this man. All right. Well, I'm gonna run back to Galadh at least, and try to make sure that he's, put him into a recovery position. And that's about all I know how to do.
Shall I start making death saves?
Galadh, your turn. Make a dex save.
Yep. That's a failure.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Ragtag, hang on.
Ragtag's up next, so.
Ragtag burns the spell slot and says, "Hang on, I think I can help with this. I could do another one of these." And holds his arm out, and another beam of light comes from this arm, and he tosses it, and another Eldritch Cannon springs up. But this one, unlike the bright fiery red that is currently standing over Galadh, this one is a nice cool blue. And this one walks over to Galadh and fires directly at him. Just like this kind of icy blue light.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to grant...
30 ice damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just trying to speed things up a little. We know where it's going. No, it's gonna grant 7 temporary hit points to Galadh. So presumably that makes him okay. Yes.
It makes him conscious.
Good. I'll take that. Ragtag walks over with the two.
How long are the temporary hit points?
So I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
That's okay, because as soon as I'm awake, I'm casting 3rd level Cure Wounds on myself. Getting 15 hit points back.
All right.
Good job, everybody. You'll know that the only good book is a dead book.
Yeah, I think we've learned that lesson a few times this week.
Oh yes, that was just this week. It feels like months ago.
It's like 2 days
this-
ago. Giant
Yes, but it-
spider. Recurring
lots of-
theme. I don't like it.
Must be something nuclear in the area. Next thing you know, giant monkey and giant lizard fighting in the middle of ocean before we know.
Seems like a very specific fantasy, but okay.
Yes.
So, should we? This town's still on fire. I'm
The fires
assuming
on-
it wasn't before.
The fires on the house nearby are now being put out by some of the town guard who are rushing into the situation.
Okay, the fire department's here. Thank goodness.
And you're starting to hear some cheers across the town as you assume the town guard has been fighting in other areas than the one you happen to rush into, and you hear some particular kind of cheering uproars towards what you presume is the town square that seems to be kind of straight ahead down the path that you're looking at.
Hey, really quickly, guys. Isn't that kind of weird? We use lots of fire to hit this thing while this town is literally on fire. This could have gone very poorly, very quickly.
I guess. I don't know. Felt like I was being kind of careful. Except, sorry, Thrag.
Yeah. It happens.
I guess.
Greg gives a thumb up and his thumb is like smoking.
Some hair singed.
At which point, Stephanus kind of like peeks out from the cart that you guys like jumped off of and ran, which is we'll assume just outside of the area of the battle map. Just, is it over?
I think.
I forgot he was here.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really. Who are you?
It's Stephanopoulos.
Oh, right. Steve. Let's go with
Snuffleupagus.
Steve. Okay. We should let's go find a place to stay here for the night.
All right. So at this point, we can pull up the Veermore map if we can
Ooh.
pull that into. It is in the map of the Discord.
Okay.
Map section of the Discord.
You're in the map section of the Discord.
I was actually just now.
Oh.
Just to double check that I had actually put the Veermore map into it. So at this point, we're just narrating factual information.
Galadh, we should probably see if there's a cleric in the town. Might be able to patch up your wounds. Mine too.
As I'm like holding myself up on my staff, just like barely able to stand.
That is the
Uh,
Midfall map.
That is
You're a
Midfall.
The
Midfall map.
Draconia map.
Your mom's a Midfall map.
What town is this?
Veermore.
Should be like the second one up in maps. Yeah. I would very much be able to do with a cleric or at least a decent rest, but preferably a
You're
cleric.
not the only one.
Galadh,
So yeah, looking
Taxi
at the
dri-
map, you guys came in from the bridge that's in the top right corner over the Westwar River, and you kind of just came into the east side of the town under the guard tower. That's the kind of northeast area of town. So you're in that area by the kind of cluster of more simple, like farm folk houses, and it looks like more of the actual, we'll say, business area of the city is a bit more inward.
Does Ragtag know anything about Veermore?
It's technically the next closest town. He probably hasn't been there because he hasn't really left Ekron. But you if there's any town you would know of, it's probably Veermore. That it's not a big city. It is a town. kind of average sized, but it's along the trade route, so it's frequented by travelers, and you should be able to find a good place to bed down for the evening.
Cool.
If you would like to.
Ragtag's going to guys, I'm just gonna go head to the junkyard, see if I can find any cool stuff. I'll catch up with you guys at the inn, all right? I'm assuming there's an inn.
There
There
are two.
Gonna say, are there any people around or any maps around or anything we could like?
Well, at the moment, most of the
to figure
people
out where
seem to
one
have
is?
kind of, if they didn't run out of the town, kind of towards the tree line, which were only a couple did that you saw. Most of the rest were running more in town, where you assume more of the guards were stationed, and they might be able to be a little more protected. And you do still see a good amount of commotion towards that central area of town.
All right, why don't we go check that out? Maybe they'll give us like sandwiches or something for saving them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Will they be in little triangles?
What?
I only eat sandwich in triangle. You
I
can't
see.
count,
I'm sure they can make them lots of geometric shapes. Let's go find out.
and no crust either.
Sure.
I will not
I
be
bet
helpful.
your mommy made them in the shape of hearts too.
Yes. Did you not have mommy that love you very much make you little heart sandwich?
My mom always made me hot sandwiches. They were the best.
I forgot that guy's voice in the span of 5 minutes.
All right, let's head into town and save the sandwich talk for when sandwiches, when the train comes crossing the bridge when it comes to the sandwiches. Let's go. Come on.
Okay.
So you start going towards the more central part of town. As you approach, you're seeing more of the townsfolk kind of clustering almost, and you hear some passing comments from various townsfolk. Oh, they killed more of the beasts than the gods did. Are they outsiders? Who are they? By Lyra's grace, there's god slayers here? None of them are looking at you, by the way.
Your
They're not
exterminators are here.
As you yell that, someone just looks and yells, "Who are you?"
We squashed the
Can I-
bugs.
Can I make a history check to see how much I know about Godslayers?
Sure.
I was gonna
Nice
say,
hack.
It
is
would be
also gonna
fairly
make
low
that check.
DC.
yeah. That'll be a 10, perfectly average.
Which is enough. They are
Yeah.
are not a hard group to know about. They're kind of the most revered guild of adventure, kind of adventurers guild. Not quite a mercenaries guild, but more or less in the continent, not just the kingdoms. They're the largest guild in that they're the only one that is intercontinental, spanning the entire continent of Suran, as well as areas of Etten and Emeria to the north and south. That they've been around for about 200 years, and there are enough incredible legends of feats that seem exaggerated to the point that you're sure it's not actually true. It's so over the top what some of the accolades that get sung about the Godslayers are, but they are incredibly respected and pretty much only take moderately high profile jobs and higher.
They do not have time for bugs.
Not typically.
Apparently,
when-
we do.
No, they weren't talking about us. If there are Godslayers here, maybe we should.
And actually, Galadh, you personally would be a bit more well acquainted because of your
I figured.
background. You have met a couple. You've never met any of the like really high ranking ones who are considered to be the best warriors in the world. But you have met a few of the more low ranking Godslayers who fought in the war. The Godslayers were the ones who actually helped aid the kingdoms of Suran in uniting when they were previously kind of more fractured. They united them against the Shadowborn to win the resistance. And the highest ranking ones fought right on the front lines and are considered to be some of the greatest war heroes of history. So you didn't meet them, but you did meet some of the lower ranking ones during that time.
was kind of hoping you say something like that.
So,
Now, if there are god slayers here, perhaps we should go and see who exactly is in town. See if maybe it's somebody I know. Low chance of that, but
No, I'm just conceited enough to think they're probably talking about us.
You
Hello?
know God Slayers. Is that what you tell me, Mr. Galadh? Mr. Stinky Man knows God Slayers. Okay, that's good joke. Okay, let's go embarrass yourself. Let's go. Come on. God Slayer, nowhere over here, Mr. Big Man.
so making it through the crowd, you see, you kind of come to the central town square where there's a little bit of a clearing of people that are huddled around. And you see a group of 4 people in various types of combat gear, shaking hands with townsfolk and local guard that are kind of barraging them with attention. They don't even necessarily look 100% like they're into it. Like, it looks almost like they're like, this wasn't really what our plan for the night was, but we'll shake hands and give some greetings and keep up appearances. You see about 20 dead ant folk on the ground around them, 3 of which are as large as the bigger one you all fought. Among them is a dwarf with long red hair pulled into a tight bun, a thick, wispy beard with touches of lighter orange at the ends, carrying a weapon that appears to be an adamantine axe with a hammerhead on the back and a spear on either end of the long handle, and is wearing partial mithril plate armor. Next to him is a wood elf with chin-length brown hair, braided, the front's braided back. I can talk. A very short beard and green leather armor on, with an Ethsharan made bow in his hands. Beside him, a human man with short curly black hair, clean shaven, with finely made glasses, wearing well-fitted silver and gold robes that show the crest of the Arcane Coalition, the primary mages guild of Midfall that, Nikita, you are fairly familiar with. And lastly, a Dro'qar woman with striped silver and white fur and kind of almost glowing crystal blue eyes, wearing dark leather armor with 3 daggers at her right hip. You notice all of them have the same sigil somewhere on their outfits, a sword with crossed arrows and angel wings, surrounded by a ring broken in 3 places, almost like 3 curving harpoons, which is the sigil of the God Slayers.
Okay, I immediately don't like these guys at all. They clearly have no idea what they're doing. Look at this. Look at this. It's just a bunch of random folks all came together like a... No, I don't like this at all.
Look at this guy overcompensating with hammer and spear.
That's what I'm saying.
In any
It's
way
excessive.
necessary? How you go like this? It would
And
be
the human
so
with the glasses, freaking nerd.
nerd.
That is a
Nerd.
dwarven Urgosh. You do not disrespect that weapon.
Whatever, man. Big old
Mr.
little dick, man.
Mr. Dungeon
You're
Master,
lucky I don't have as many
And we're
hit
supposed to-
points as I should.
We're supposed to believe that the Dro'qar, who are people that really keep to themselves, just like kind of hooked up with these other 3 folks.
I don't believe.
It's ridiculous. Far-fetched is what it is. Far-fetched.
Mr. Dungeon Master, do any of them look like they were old enough to have been around when I was...
No.
No?
I mean, it's hard to gauge elf age. The wood elf looks in his 20s, but you look in your 20s.
Yeah.
So you're not sure, but you haven't met any of them.
Okay. Well, it's nobody I've met, but perhaps we should see if we can talk to them later, see why they're here. They wouldn't be here for no reason.
Hey, God Slayers! Hey, God Slayers!
Oh, jeez.
What a half-ass job you do! We killed a bunch of them outside town. Oh, because this one bigger, you think you big shots? You think you're big shots? Hey, God Slayers, go do job. Go do job, guys. Hey, hello. Okay.
As you're yelling, the dwarf looks up and says, "You killed more? How many?"
Oh,
And-
a whole pack of
A whole bunch. A whole anthill full of ants.
a gaggle.
Ants. Yes,
Yeah.
gaggle.
At which
Diego.
point the Dro'qar woman speaks up and Wolmians do not travel in giggles or picks.
That's how little you know of beasts. We are exterminators. We know. We fight Spider-Man. We fight Ant-Man. We fight the Wasp. We fight them all. We fight them all. And you come here and you tell
remember a
me
wasp.
you don't. Shut up. And I tell you, we are. I can't with you imbeciles from small towns.
As you're saying all this, she walks up to you and just gets like almost uncomfortably close, but very casually, and just kind of, she's like maybe an inch shorter than you, and just kind of locks eyes with you, crosses her arms, tilts her head, and just goes, "You are adorable," and then taps your nose, and then turns around and walks
She
away.
booped your nose!
Personal bubble. Personal bubble. What are you doing? Please, 6 feet distance, please. If my arm can touch you, you are too close. You are too close. Please. I don't know who you think you is, but you is not the thing that you think you is when you thinking the thing that you is. Yes.
Galadh takes 2 points of psychic damage.
At which point the as she's walking back, you see the wood elf turn to her and be like, "Oh, we really must be going. It's about that time. We've got a bit more work to do."
What are you guys doing here?
Well, that's Godslayer business.
Oh,
We're
please,
ant
please,
slayers.
please.
That's pretty close, right? It's like just a couple ranks down, I think.
Giant ant.
Giant ant slayers. The giant applies to the ant, not to us. We're normal sized.
The dwarf, by the way, after you didn't specify a number when he asked how many you killed, has just been like laughing under his breath at you this whole time.
It's good. It's good. Feels great.
And
Reward monies? Yes.
Definitely. And sandwiches. We also
And
accept
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
With no crust and cut in triangles like little hearts.
Or hearts. Wait, triangles like little.
like
the tri-
little
okay.
You know, you put the little divot in the middle of the. It doesn't matter, man. God slayers.
she looks back at you one more time and just says, "You are funny. Maybe I'll see you again."
I have no interest in seeing you again. Please get out of face. Please, thank you. Hey, Galadh, you said you was friends with God Slayers. Which one of these is your friends, huh?
By the looks of it, I don't know any of these four. However, I did meet several during the freeing of my village.
Ah, okay, Mr. God Slayer knower dude.
So,
So,
they make their way
sandwiches?
away, and the crowd kind of disperses after they realize that most of them probably aren't going to get a chance to come up and shake their hands or anything, and be, "Oh, I met a Godslayer once" kind of people.
You can meet Ant Slayer. What?
It's sundown.
Ragtag's doing
when-
like kung fu moves with his wrench right now.
I do minor illusion, and at every hit, there's a little poof of little fireworks at every single one.
And 8-Ball is on the ground like acting this out as well.
So while most of the adults were a bit too enamored with the Godslayers and didn't seem to really focusing on you much at all, there are some of the local children who seem very entertained
Good. This is good.
by the antics, and are kind of clapping at 8-Ball's
The
dance and go,
antics.
"Whoa!" every time a poof comes out of the wrench.
I got it.
Good enough.
All right, it's sundown. It looks like most of the locals are recovering from the attack, which thankfully doesn't seem to have, from what you're gathering, looking around, doesn't seem to have had too many casualties. It seems like it was pretty contained and dealt with quickly before it escalated to catastrophic levels. But people are recovering. Most of the businesses look like they're closing early for the evening, and people are starting to return to their homes. Really, as like, "Oh, Oh shit! I don't actually know where my wife is. I should go find her, make sure she's all right. Whispers things like that. So, where are you guys going?
To look for a cleric.
Aye.
Like
Let's
to just find the nearest person. Excuse me. I was somewhat injured in that attack. Do you guys have a cleric in this town? I'm not really from around here. Neither are my friends.
Some of the gods folk, they can patch you up a bit. There's no real cleric here.
Okay. Do you point me in the
You
direction?
know, having a rod
No.
with medical purposes could be really useful right about now.
Didn't it just make people invisible or something?
Yes, that is all it did. It had no magic powers of healing or nothing.
I don't think it can make the burns invisible. I don't know if that's helpful.
Galadh,
the-
why don't you go find?
They're
you
all
go
temples. You could try one of the temples. Maybe one of them there might be able to help you. They're not typically healers, but I'm sure they can do at least a little bit. It's the
You
closest
guys-
thing to clerics we have.
I will
Ah.
go to temple. I will get one. You go to inn and relax there, and I go get them. Okay, buddy?
Last time you went off by yourself, the rod went missing.
Well, now there is no. Oh, wait. By the way, guys, we need to get paid by this guy.
He had already
I'm
paid you
all
half,
up
and Ragtag was holding the money. The other half is when you guys get to Xerath.
Oh, this is not the town he wants to go to.
No, he's going to Jigatse with you. This is just your we've been traveling for the past 2 days.
Okay.
Let's sleep in an actual inn instead of on the cart.
Round.
Okay, so what's this guy's name one again?
Stephanus.
Oh, Stephanus, you go with them and pay for hotel. That is a working expense, right? Right, guys?
Right, yeah.
He pays.
Tax
Okay.
deductible. That seems reasonable.
Yes, you pay for hotel and for all of us, and then
Make
and
sure
then I
to
will go
get
find-
receipt. I need to check
I-
it off on my taxes.
But I'm not sure what taxes are. There's no IRS in Midfall.
what is IRS?
We've gone too deep.
Okay, it's so
Well,
since
sure,
you-
I'll pay for the inn. That's fine. God, I don't want to be on my feet anymore. Which one do you guys want to go to?
there is more than one inn. What a fancy town!
There is one that's like a bit less upclass. Not shoddy or anything, but a bit less upclass. That's more of a got more of a bar and less of a restaurant, and then the other one has a few more rooms and has more food that you can get there.
Bar.
So
Bigger bar,
Snuffleupagus-
smaller inn. Smaller bar, bigger inn.
Snuffleupagus, since you are paying, obviously you will want to stay in the nicest room possible. So we will have all of us stay at nice place. But perhaps we should go to bar afterwards, and you pay for our drinks for a little whiles. Yes. Yes, Snuffleupagus.
You guys are really gonna bleed me dry, huh? But I guess so. If that's the
No,
plan,
Those
I
bandits
could
were
use
going
a
to
drink,
bleed you
that's
dry.
fair.
The
You make a
bandits were
good
going
point. You're very
Yes, thank you.
persuasive.
Thank you. So Thrag, you go get. Since you do not trust me to be by myself, I stay with Galadh and Snuffleupagus while you go get cleric.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good.
Very well.
Okay. So you guys are gonna stay at the bigger inn, smaller bar, but then make your way over to the more bar afterwards. So you guys go down to the Sleeping Turtle, a fairly nice inn with like some cobblestone sides, it's sizable enough. It's actually 3 stories, and you pop on in, and behind the bar is a half-elf woman, appears in her late 30s, about 5'5". Got thick red hair with the Celtic braids that Fades to like a light green dye at the ends. Necklace of woven plants. How can I help you?
Snuffleupagus, tell them you pay for room.
How many rooms are we gonna need?
One for each one of us.
No one's sharing?
No.
All right, really bleeding me dry, huh? Remember, I got robbed.
Your point is, I thought you were big shot. You talk big game. Now you say you do not have money for rooms?
I do. All right. So he goes up and he orders 5 rooms. Books 5 rooms for the night, and then sits down and says, I assume it'll be at least a little bit before the dwarf guy gets back with a Healy person. So I'm gonna have a drink now, and orders a fine red wine that he starts to sip.
Mr. Ragtag, do you think that they have your drink here as well?
Yeah, can you guys make a gin dandy?
I'm sorry, what?
I made it up myself. I should have asked. So it's gin, and then a tiny dandelion just placed right on the lip. It's not actually touching the gin. It's just kind of there for an aroma, you know? Just kind of illuminates the passages, if you know what I mean.
I've never heard of it, but I think we can.
It's gonna be big.
I don't carry dandelions as part of me. As part of the ingredients. But... well, that helps. Thank you very much. We can do that for you. And she pours you. How nice would you like the gin?
Cheap.
That sounds about right. And she pours the most bottom shelf gin she has, and then sticks your dandelion into it. And it actually, even though for someone who's never made it before, it does get it tilted just kind of at the right angle, kind of like Yvonne does. And slides that down to you. You see Stephanus like taking notes, like he's interested in what you just had her create. And you guys begin to get your stuff settled down. In the meantime, Thrag, you alone were heading over to... There's actually 2 temples in town. There's a Temple of Alahel, which is pretty big, and a Temple of Lyra that's a bit smaller. Which one are you heading over to?
Going to the big one.
All right. So you see a kind of marble building, nice building, with some pillars out in front. Large, tall stone doorway that you enter, and there's long hall, pews on either side. Looks like there's even a secondary layer for people to come and worship, kind of a balcony situation. There's a couple, robed individuals walking around doing various things. They are nursing a couple townsfolk that look like maybe a, broken arm or something like that. Some minor injuries from the attack that at this point was maybe an hour ago.
Okay. I'm gonna walk through the main doors, and hey, is there anyone who can patch up some wounds?
A human woman, kind of tall, about 5'9", very athletic, in her kind of late 30s, early 40s, approaches you, and she's got fine white robes on, trimmed with gold and silver, these large silver bracelets, and the sigil of Alahel on her robe itself, and not just like a simple sigil for that, and comes up to you and says, "What can I help you with? What injuries do you have?"
Oh, well, I have some injuries on myself, but well, my friend down in town, he definitely took a beating in the battle against those damn big ant things.
I see. Is there any way you could bring him here? We have a few people that we're patching up at the moment. I'm afraid I can't really spare what few people that I do have at the moment.
Possibly. I'll have to get back down there to find out. Oh, and young lady down there at the bar, she said that she needed a barrel of your finest wine. She said she put it on her tab. She'll pay it tomorrow.
She looks very confused. We don't have a supply wine to the bars.
You sure?
But-
I was pretty sure she told me to come here and get
Roll deception.
it.
Oh, I love it.
8.
I'm fairly certain that the little bit of wine we have, which is certainly not what I think you would qualify as top shelf, has been requested by any of the bars in town, who I'm sure already have much higher quality drinks in stock. Would you like a glass of wine?
Well, No, I'm fine. I must have been remembering something back from the day, jostles up in the head.
Oh,
He does get
Sure.
hit in the head a lot.
you're not there.
Oh.
Sure. Okay. Well, listen. If you can get your friend here, then we can probably help him a little bit. If not, I can spare at least a medical kit, healer's kit that perhaps you can patch him up. It's probably not much less than we would be doing here.
We'll see. One way or the other. No big deal. Either bring him up, or if not, I come back, bring the healer kit back to him.
All right, and she rustles together from some of the nearby equipment a healer's kit and hands it to you. May Allah has grace be with you, and if your friend truly does need the help, then please bring him here. We'll do what we can.
Very well. Thank you. You too. And just, right out the door.
All right, so you make your way back to Sleeping Turtle, or to the Sleeping Turtle for the first time. You were aware of which one they were going to, even though you didn't accompany them there. So, as the rest of you have been kind of sitting and drinking,
Trying
say
not to bleed on the floor.
pre-gaming, you were healed up to like 23 hit points. You're not doing great, but you're not
15, but
bleeding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the temporary hit points.
Yeah. How long do those last? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So, but you're not bleeding out. You're in rough shape. You're bruised up, but you're okay. Nothing a night's sleep in D&D can't fix.
If only that was real life.
So you guys are kind of calmly, sitting and drinking. There's patrons in the bar. It's as the night comes, it's starting to fill up a little bit more. You can tell this isn't necessarily like the party bar or anything like that. It's a bit more relaxed, kind of a hipster bar situation. And as suddenly the door is kicked open by a small dwarf who you all know, and is carrying a medkit in his hand.
Hey, where is the king?
I don't have cake.
Where is
Just
the
a keg or-
princess?
Yeah, he's gonna need a
He said he was
keg.
going to
Okay,
buy drinks.
he's gonna need one. Hey,
But-
can we have
We don't
a keg?
sell them by the keg. We don't sell them by the keg.
You're going to need to. Trust me, it's gonna be a more efficient use of your time.
What do you want a keg of?
Literally anything.
Yes.
I'm not really sure that we have too much about that, but I'll see what I have in the back.
Really, any large receptacle, a tub, barrel,
I'll
real
see.
big
and
Tupperware. I don't know.
She leaves to go into the back. Thrag, you join your teammates kind of at the bar.
There you go, Galadh. I got you a medkit. They couldn't spare anyone down here.
Thank you. We will see if this helps at all.
You can make a medicine check.
Me or Thrag?
Whoever's
you. I ain't
whoever's
making a
applying
medicine
it.
check.
Gonna
I
say
can
there's
shoot you
a
with
big.
the big thing again.
I'm really
You're-
gonna make a
You're
medicine check here.
experienced with the healer's kit, so you
Yeah.
should be able to get at
Yeah.
least a little bit.
Yeah, that'll be decent. That'll be 23.
Yeah, so you're able to patch up your wounds. I actually don't know off the top of my head if there's any health replenishment from a healer's kit. I know it can cure things like poisons and stuff, but it's enough to that it's kind of ensured that with a night's rest you'll be right as rain the next morning.
Yeah. Okay. Do the same
so-
for Thrag as well if I can.
I appreciate it.
You can make another medicine check, sure.
That one's not so good. That's a 9.
You chank up some
There
stitches on
wasn't
my
really
arm.
enough. There wasn't really enough left over from after you patched yourself up to do anything of any real, not consequence, but anything worthwhile to patch Thrag up. It's kind of like putting a band-aid on a sword wound.
That's
Like,
all right,
literally.
Galadh. There's only 2 things I need to heal my body: booze and sleep.
Definitely not medically accurate, but okay.
So as you guys are kind of patching and attempting to patch each other up, a woman stumbles into the bar. You immediately recognize her as the bandit that you let go, but in much worse shape than she was last you saw her. She looks bruised, bloodied, and tired. Her hair is down. Most of the paint that was on her face is wiped off. You can now see that she looks no older than 20. She sees you all and walks straight towards you slowly. You can tell she's trying to hide a limp. She holds her right hip and is attempting to look inconspicuous. Thankfully, she's not the only bruised person in here, as some of the other patrons were involved in fighting back the Formians. So no one gives her more than a passing glance. You notice the sash with the Howling Banshee's sigil is no longer on her arm. She kind of eyeballs all of you, goes straight to Galadh and sits next to him. And just looks up and says, we have to talk. That's where we're going to take our middle of game break.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. At least you're giving me some time to figure out what I'm going to say. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Very
All right, that's good. That's good.
All right. I'm going to grab some food.
What's up, folks? Just gonna hang out here on air.
Yeah, man. Welcome
So-
to Tales from Intermission.
The Tales from Intermission. Goddamn.
Intermission from Rukon.
There we go. Welcome to the Rukonian Intermission. Hey, it's welcome to the Tales of Rukon ASMR.
Oh God.
We're here to.
Wait. I got some Rukon ASMR here. Hang on.
I was gonna say if we're not doing just quite that much ASMR, I can crunch some chips into the microphone. I know
You
God,
know,
please don't.
somebody out there who will hate that.
Hang on. I have the perfect ASMR.
Yeah, that is the perfect ASMR.
That is
I'm into that.
amazing. just dice roll ASMR.
That's it.
Yep.
And then just like natural 20.
Yeah.
And just the occasional scribble of pencil on paper as you mark something down. You do the whole session without talking.
It's a 16 plus my.
That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, that's. Oh no, bad ideas have been had. I want fan art of that. I want fanfics of that, and I want videos that I just make it so. I'll tell Corbin if he doesn't look, I'm gonna come over there and crunch some chips at him.
Yeah, crunch those chips, baby. How's everyone doing there in chat? You guys having a good time enjoying our stream? I know we're 2 days late this week, but well, really I guess 9 days late if you count last week too. But unfortunately, scheduling is how scheduling is.
I took my first vacation in like 3 years. Went down to Disney World for the week. That was nice.
Very good, very good.
I was in Florida like a little over 24 hours ago. So, no, like yesterday afternoon, I was in Florida still. And then I drove
This
a
man
lot.
and his wife
And now I'm
drove
in New
up
York.
like 13 states just to come stream for you guys on Sunday.
I literally walked in the door about 20 minutes before we started streaming.
The things we do for views.
Mm-hmm. I also just like missed playing D&D.
Yeah, that too.
A lot of fun.
We are having a lot of fun, streaming and just hanging out with you guys and having a really good time. And speaking of hanging out and having a real good time, if you guys do want to hang out with me throughout the week at times,
Yeah, I gotta get on
usually
that
random
server.
times, you guys can join the Discord. I try to get in there as much as possible. I'll just be in the voice channel. You guys just check it every once in a while, see if I'm in there, come and hang out. And obviously if you join the Discord, you can also join our Minecraft server. I have the information in the Discord pinned up in the gaming channel, so if you guys want to play there, that's awesome. All I ask is that you guys be, kind and respectful of people's builds and everything. Yes, Def, very fun indeed. There's a few of us who have already gotten in there. Def.
Hang on.
Norberto.
Puddles had a dream about Nikita tap dancing on bongos, and it's all they can think about.
That's
And
amazing.
now it's all I can think about.
That is amazing.
I'm picturing their claws making like little tinkly sounds on the bongos, so it's like big thumps, but then also just like.
Yeah,
It's very
that's good.
beautiful.
That's
That's
excellent.
fantastic. But yeah, there's a bunch of us who are all in there. You guys can absolutely come and join us whenever you'd like. So, and I'm hoping to get some of these guys on as well. Right now, it's been just me and Jaydee on the server. So I'm hoping that we can get, Dean, Wes, and Dane in there at some point, hopefully.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be on there eventually. It's just been real busy for me.
Dean, was
lately.
there a reason you wanted to host the Minecraft server?
Uh,
Or did it
oh,
not really
just because
matter?
I already not particularly, not
Okay.
a
I just wasn't
extreme
sure
reason.
if it was because I'm just running vanilla Minecraft, but I know on
Perfect.
your last one
I
you
had
a
some
couple
mods
extra
going,
things.
yeah.
Yeah.
You said you have single player sleep enabled because that's like the most important thing you need.
Single player sleep.
Yeah, so if you're on a server, you got like 12 people on or whatever, you can set it so if one person sleeps, night goes through, just like normal. You don't have to have the entire server in a bed to.
Oh no, I don't have that set up.
Yeah, we gotta work that.
That's fine. I can tweak it.
Wait,
and
how
whatnot
does it work?
You only need one person to sleep in order for it to change the day.
Yeah, so there.
How
there
does
are
that work
mods.
when there's like 1,000 people on the server? Is there just never night?
You yes, or you can set it to a specific number of people have to be asleep in order to.
Okay. Okay.
So there's a thing in the actual options, but I think that's before you generate the world.
I see.
Not sure if you can enable it after, and if not, as Subby's saying in the chat, I can just do the command blocks for it. It's
Cool.
a little annoying, but doable.
Is that thing you were trying to build under our castle in my old server?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That was
That's
absurd.
exactly- I got it running on my other server, which we have since not used as actually now. My other computer is now off to the side here, no longer functioning in a server capacity.
I don't play Minecraft,
Well,
but-
that's gonna change.
We're
But
gonna
it's-
get him. We're
but
gonna get
it's
him
fun-
in there.
but it's fun sitting in the chat and watching Riley stream Minecraft
That's
and
fair.
commenting on everything that's happening.
Rip the potato, indeed. The old free work computer.
That's all right. Maybe I can run a whole nother server off this little Raspberry Pi too.
Yeah. I mean, if
Nice.
I could run
I got
that
one of
off,
those sitting around.
Yeah.
I literally do nothing with it.
Same. Nobody does.
Everybody has one. Nobody uses it.
Amen. I was gonna say the only thing I was thinking that whole time when we met the other party of Godslayers, it just felt like the first encounter you have with Gary in Pokemon Red. Like,
No, it absolutely did.
like they're just a palette swap of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love it.
I'm trying to figure out how this damn thing works. Because I've never used like a condenser mic before, so I don't know how to get that like little mesh screen to sit just right.
Does it have
pop
a?
filters?
Does it
Pop
have a?
filters will never sit just
Yeah,
right.
no,
they will
absolutely
always
not.
sit a fraction of an inch off just right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I like try to
As
get
long
it
as
to,
it's in general between you and the thing, it's good.
Yes.
Alright, that's good.
But also,
Yeah.
if you're not like just doing this into the mic, you don't even need a pop filter.
That's fair.
So don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I only do that when I need to do dramatic effect.
There you go.
As long as you
When we're
never do a
doing our
thrag
Rukon
yell into it
ASMR.
like that,
yeah.
because you will destroy the
Thrag.
ears of many.
It's okay. We don't need those anyway.
Also, I love the fan art of Thrag yelling natural 20 as he
Wait.
runs.
I need to see this
That was
one.
posted.
Yes,
Yep,
it's so
yep.
good.
Oh wait, someone made it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Nikita on the bongo drums. Yes.
Okay.
The next fan
Beautiful.
art is of the Godslayer Dro'qar woman booping Nikita. That has
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. We need that.
Why am I playing bongos?
You need to
because
read
somebody
chat.
somebody had a dream about Nikita tap dancing on bongos.
Okay.
I don't know why.
All right. So what's gonna have to happen here, Subby? You're gonna have to grab some bongos off the internet, and you're gonna have to drop Faramir on them and see what happens. And for those of you confused, Faramir is her cat, one of her cats.
Ah,
And that cat.
Hey, there we
insane.
go. Featured art of the stream.
indeed.
Oh yes.
I'm glad that now both cats and ants are on brand for Tales from Rukon.
Yes.
You probably would. Trip.
Thank you to
Spidey.
Little Turtle Stitches for both of those
Yes,
awesome
they-
pieces of
So-
fan art. Love it.
So are we gonna be the exterminators or what?
I think it's leaning in that direction.
the exterminators.
That happened very naturally too. I love it.
It did, and that's
needed to.
mildly threatening. We are
As soon as
becoming murder hobos.
Ragtag said it,
Yeah.
I was like, man, that sounded way more threatening than I meant it to.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see if it stays the exterminators or if
Yes.
it builds even further past that.
Yes.
but
Just
that's
such an aggressive name.
It really
Yeah.
is, but it works.
But all right. So, if you guys are ready, we can
Let me grab a soda, and I'll be
go
back.
grab a soda. We're
I
good.
wish I had soda to grab.
And grab these nuts.
Hey,
There it is. Get that counter +1.
God, yes, we still need counters. It's the one thing I keep forgetting to like.
I know. Plus, we
mention
need to
that
go
we
through
should
the
set up
previous
between-
episodes
Yeah.
and count them through.
We have to have the counters continuously running. Now,
I was gonna say D's nuts counter. Wes
yeah.
doesn't get the reference counter.
I think I'm at like
Dean and I have the same
6 or
thought at the
7.
same time counter.
Yep.
What else?
That's
Those
probably
are
sufficient.
those are the
Yeah.
3 most common things.
I don't know if there's any counters for me.
Yeah, is there a Riley counter?
I
yet?
can't think of anything.
I will absolutely break that counter.
Riley.
We even had one today of you not getting a SpongeBob reference.
Yep. Shocker.
Which is capital punishment in my personal life. But
Ba la 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 la. Nikita. There we go.
Eggs busted.
Yeah.
There we go. That's a good counter.
God, all the NPCs you had me running, I was switching between so many voices. That was hard. Anyway,
I was loving seeing you like try and do multiple voices and just
I
have
even
a
like paused at
conversation
one
with
point to
yourself.
like reset. Like, nope, if I
Yeah.
don't pause, this is not gonna work.
Just
And
the
then I
generic
got
drag.
a B, maybe a B minus.
Yeah.
So, everyone is back. We will jump back into the game.
Let's do it.
And her name is Hannah.
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 So, she had stumbled into the bar, looking fairly hurt. Probably about as hurt as Galadh. At this point, worse since Galadh patched himself up. Sat down and said that we have to talk.
All right, I'm
So
gonna.
she
In my
leans in.
experience,
She's,
nothing good
Do
follows
I-
those words, but okay.
Do I hear her say we need to talk?
roll perception.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna. cast
Nikita
Cure
and
Wounds on
Ragtag
her.
can roll perception as well.
I do not
Um,
hear.
I only roll an 8.
And if you got a hit point counter, give her +9 to the hit points, giving her Cure Wounds.
I love that you made Thrag run to a temple to get you a med kit when you had another cure wounds. But you do see some of the bruises go down in color. A couple of the cuts on her face start to heal up. The swelling goes down a bit. She doesn't look great, but she looks better. Thank you for that. Listen, I'm not sure you'll be able to do much about it, but I needed to find you and tell you. I went back to the hideout and told them what happened. I thought they'd be happy I was alive and know to avoid your group so we didn't lose more men, but that's not how it went. Corin wanted revenge for the banshees that were killed, and when I told him that our deal was that I would leave with my life and weapons in exchange for us leaving you all alone, he said that honor is only amongst thieves and the rest of the world be damned. That there should be no lost sleep in double-crossing the ones who killed our crew. I didn't want to tell him where you were going. I asked him to drop it, and he didn't take kindly to that. He beat me until I told him. I've seen him do terrible things I hoped I would never have to, but I understood. The bigger the prize, the more it takes to get it. But we were family, and I never thought any of us would be on the receiving end. Even Regis just stood back and watched, no conflict in his face. I can't believe I was too naive to realize he never really cared about me and only cared about how useful I was. The Banshees found me almost a year ago and took pity on me. I thought being given a job and being praised for it was the same as being loved. But you took pity on me without seeing me as useful. You just saw me as a person, and protected me when your friends tried to, You didn't give me work and say you were saving me. You gave me the choice of freedom. I don't know what to do now, but after he was done and locked me in one of the rooms, I escaped. I knew I needed to come to warn you. I got out while they were still gearing up, and I'm sure I got here faster than them, so you'll have some time. But I'll be coming after you, and I expect after me too for deserting. I need help. I don't have anyone else to turn to, and I need someone to help me. I don't know if you're strong enough to beat him, but you're the only ones I can turn to right now.
Well, let me start by saying I'm very sorry you had to suffer from our choices. That's unfortunate. I am more than happy to help you. I've been in a somewhat similar position as you, where survival at whatever cost was necessary, and dealing with those who have great power and great strength over you is not. You have to do what you have to do sometimes. Now, I was lucky enough that towards the end of the war, when my town was freed, I was able to join up with one of the armies helping to free the rest of the continent, and that is, that is a big part of why I like to just help. I cannot speak for the rest of my party, but I am more than happy to help you with whatever I can.
Your group is strong. Strong enough to kill my friends. But I'm realizing now maybe they weren't as much my friends as I thought. But there's a lot coming down now.
Dane, I would like to interrupt at this point. In the moment.
Yep.
I'm gonna come over. Galadh, who are you talking to? Ah, it's you. Welcome. Drink with us.
I'd actually fucking love that right now. At which point the barkeep has come back with...
Did you get my keg?
There's no keg, but she has two mop buckets full of what smells like a nice mead. She looks uncomfortable with the fact that she is walking out with two mop buckets of mead.
I just slapped the bar right in front of me. That'll do for now.
I'm not sure how much more of this I can do.
Just keep them coming until I'm on the ground.
I'm not sure I'll be able to. But I hope that's enough for now. And she kind of shoves them towards you and gives you a strange look and gives now sees Hannah and kind of I'm so sorry, dear. Welcome. What can I get for you? And moonshine. Now, please. And oh, it's one of those nights, hasn't it? Well, I guess it is for quite a few people in the town. I actually do have some moonshine, not very much, but enough for a smaller person. I'm not so sure enough for him, but I'll be right back. And goes back into the back for another drink she probably doesn't get a request for very often.
I'm just drinking from the bucket. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
We're just gonna go around harassing barkeeps, aren't we? That's it. That's the whole campaign.
Especially when it's not on my bill.
Stephanus is passed out on the bar. And you see he still only had the one glass of wine.
He's paying.
And
And I point as she's coming back. I want to point to Hana and make sure that she knows that she's on our tab as well.
so yeah, she comes back, gives the moonshine, is aware of the tab situation, looks at Stefan sleeping, who just kind of suddenly wakes up. I'm going to bed. And then goes up to his room.
Watch out for the stairs. They can be tricky.
These stairs do not have an open side like the ones in Varnekrin. They are
Doesn't matter.
walled
Still
on either
dangerous.
side. And because of our Jesus Christ, he rolled a 4. So he
it is.
starts climbing up them, and like his feet keep going, but his head doesn't, and he just slowly topples backwards.
What a beautiful image.
I take the bucket, slam it on the bar, and just start laughing. I told ya.
You were right. I didn't think you'd be right about many things, but I think you were right. And
If there's one thing I know, it's drinking.
and he pulls himself back up and begins to crawl on all fours up the stairs. I think this is a safer method.
Amazing.
All right, I'll turn to the rest of the
At
party.
which point Hannah just looks. No, I'm not really sorry that I robbed him.
That's fair. So, what do you guys think? As I said, I'm perfectly happy to help.
So are you now discussing it with the rest of the group, or still just talking to her?
Discussing with the group.
Okay, so brought you in. You guys have now heard kind of the warning she's had to give, and what the situation is.
You think you did her favor, Galadh, by keeping her alive?
That's
She
usually
now
considered
will-
a favor.
She now has to die not knowing that those she loved did not love her back. She could have died with knowing that peace, and you took that from her, Galadh. Look how good your
Hey.
kindness has done for some people.
Never in my life have I ever thought of abuse being love. Don't listen to the cat. Drink.
Well, that's what she
Have
thought.
a merry night.
Well, now, I don't see how this profits us very much to go and fight a bunch of bandits without knowing where their hideout is.
We don't have to go and fight them. Apparently, they're coming to us.
And it profits us by us remaining alive.
Usually considered beneficial.
This is advanced intel. We got extra recon out of it. I'm down for it. We know where they are based. We know that they're coming for us. And we also know that we're going to kick their asses.
Very well.
She's tipsy enough from the moonshine that she's actually laughing at Thrag now. Like
I'm gonna
casually
roll for a
casually
Constitution
chuckling.
I'm rolling for a Constitution check.
All right, you're a bucket in. Cool.
I'm one bucket in. Here we go. That's gonna be a 23.
All right, going strong.
I'm going on.
This is
Good
hipster
to
drink.
avoid
This
it.
isn't dwarf drink.
We could have avoided all these problems. But your kindness has given us more problems. Very well.
We
We'll
could have
do what-
also avoided it if we didn't take Prissy Pants upstairs with us.
Yes, but that is profitable. It has been very... Look, we do not have to pay for dinner. We do not have to pay for your very expensive drinks. And we have place to sleep. With her, we gain nothing. Nothing but another sad story from another lost soul. I do not much care to hear again. But that's just I.
Always yapping about your cynicism.
Profit is not everything. There
No.
is more to life than coin. Now, whether that is good for you, whether that is bad for you, it is what it is. Now, as I said, I would prefer to help.
Fine, then we help.
Ragtag, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm always in favor of helping people in general. I'm down.
I have idea. May I throw idea out there?
Of
Why not?
course.
Very well. If we have to help this one, we might as well, even though you say coin does not matter, coin is what will put food in your belly and a roof over your head as we travel to Jigatsu. So, my idea is this. They are on their way here. Am I correct? If they do not find us here, perhaps they will head back to their hideout. We head to their hideout while we expect them to come here, and we trap their hideout so that when they head back to regroup, we are prepared to take them in somewhere they are expecting to be safe.
That seems like it could be a decent plan.
Yeah, I like it. Nice little ambush situation.
What say you,
Hmm.
street urchin?
Street rat.
She
Well, I
looks
did-
a bit like almost more insulted at Ragtag saying it than Nikita. An ambush is holding the fortress is something that could help, but I didn't come to you because I genuinely thought that you were more powerful. You're just the only people I can turn to, and I wasn't sure what resources you might have access to outside of your individual group. But just holding the fortress, if you get it while no one's there, and they won't have taken everyone, they'll leave some. You might be able to beat the ones they leave. I'm confident enough in that, at least, but they have the numbers. This isn't a small... These aren't amateurs. This is the Howling Banshees. They'll bring in as many forces as they need. There's a reason that they've been around longer than any other organization in Midfall. They predate the Godslayers, and they're still around, even with 200 years of them.
All right.
And
Were
I'm
we
not
talking-
sure that you can hold the fort even if you do take it. I don't know what to do.
Were we talking about a sneak attack on them initially? Before we decided to do this diplomatic situation, we worked real well. Were we talking about sneaking in and trying to cut things off at the source, as it were?
I think it's too late for that now. They didn't know you were coming then. They wouldn't have called in reinforcements.
Yeah,
They
but they
didn't
don't know
know
we're
we were-
coming now. They're coming here.
But they're aware of you now.
Eh,
They're arming themselves
we're barely
properly.
aware of us. What could they be aware of?
I've never
no.
heard something so true.
Now,
They
there
drank
is always
from my second bucket.
another option.
What would
maybe
that
we
be?
hug them.
We don't have to fight them at all.
Called it.
We run, and we take you with us. Would their influence and their threat follow you all the way across the kingdom to the capital?
You're not from Midfall, are you?
No.
They have people everywhere.
These are the Howling Banshees. And you think that if we leave here, what are we going to pick up every street urchin that give us sad story every time? Come on, Galadh, get real. I may think of only coin, but your heart is too big. It will hurt you.
With the suffering I have seen, if I can help anyone, I will.
And you pay for her food, I will not. And you tell me what you want to
I
do.
thought that
I
rich
wash
prick
my
was
hands
paying.
of this. I wash my hands of this. You do what you wish. Wasting my time with street urchin as I walk over to the go find a bathroom or something.
He meant it literally.
I wish I could help more. I wish I could contribute something, but I just needed to let you know so you didn't get slaughtered in your sleep. But I don't actually know what to do about it.
Well, hey, are they coming tonight or are they coming in the morning?
I'm not sure which, but I know I need some goddamn sleep tonight. I'll keep another room on that rich bastard's tab.
I don't think he'll notice.
Hopefully I'll see you all in the morning. I think we've at least got that long.
We'll keep a lookout.
The number of men they're bringing, they'd have been gearing up for a bit, so I'm sure I beat them by long enough, and I ride faster than a group. So keep sleep with one eye open tonight.
Gripping my pillow tight.
I like that song. She gets up and goes upstairs.
Ah. Wow. I better finish the second bucket. Chug,
You're
chug,
so
chug.
carefree.
I've had a
Nice,
lot of
really.
shit happen to me over many years. You guys are all children compared to me.
And how old are you?
So many years.
As Riley checks his character sheet.
So long. Oh, decades. It's not on this page.
If I'm remembering correctly, Thrag is about 150 something.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Last birthday was 157. As I rewrite that.
So you are still but a child then.
Haha! How old are you?
I was born before the end of the Fourth Age.
Ah!
When the Shadowborn enslaved me, I was already in my mid-50s.
Yeesh.
It was a long occupation.
Very much so, very much so. Thankfully, I do not have to worry about those bastards. I only ever had to worry about making enough to scrape by. Over the years, I got some money, got up to Lyria, made even more, lost it all. But you know what?
By the way, roll a Constitution check.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
The old second bucket.
I'm fine. 28 or 26.
Barely tipsy.
Is this that rating thing again? 19! Do I win?
It's fun. You should try it.
6! Ah,
Oh,
I don't get it.
no.
okay.
Oh, it's good.
So if we're if we're getting attacked in the morning, I mean, I would feel really bad if we drew an entire, guild of thieves into this town to like murder everybody here, because I don't think they're going to be too surgical in their precision. In the morning, we should go somewhere. I'm still kind of in favor of trying to sneak attack them back, but I don't think we should be here when they come.
Now, there were those Godslayers around here.
That does sound convenient. They did look a lot like us. If we put on some mustaches, I don't know where I'm going beyond that, but the mustaches seem important.
No, that's not quite what I was getting at, but
Have you looked at me? I've already got a mustache and beard.
There you go, head start.
at the very least, I do think we should inform the town and perhaps those Godslayers. Whether they will help or not, I don't know. But I feel as though at the very least they should know what may be coming for them.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't be a surprise.
I beckon to the barkeep.
She comes over.
Hi,
William, what can I
lassie.
help you with now?
Well, I'm sure you're not surprised to know that I want another couple buckets. But
Jesus.
aside from that, you should let the town watch know. Some thieves are coming. Possibly tonight, possibly in the morning. Might want to let your town watch know, because I think they're after us. Not quite sure.
Particularly, it is a group from the Howling Banshees.
Listen, if your town watch can't handle it, have them ask those nice fellows who were taking out some of the aunts, not as many as us, but, some of them.
Did you really just say that howling banshees are after you?
Apparently.
Damn it, I used the wrong accent. I used Hannah's.
It's okay. I don't mind.
That's
What kind of fucking trouble are you? What did you do?
I may have buried my pickaxe into a cup, but that's beside.
They started it.
they did start it.
They tried to rob us. I killed a couple of them.
We may have
Listen,
spared one of them.
I've got a business to run here. If you know, damn it, keep doing Hannah's accent. I've got a business to run here. If you know something about a potential attack from banshees, then you're the ones who've got to bring that to the guard. You'll know more than me.
I'm too busy drinking buckets.
I will go. I will go tell guards. Someone has to do something around here.
Ah, very well. Ragtag, go with him.
Okay.
Split the party.
Nothing can go wrong.
This half
Okay.
of the party isn't doing much but drinking.
She looks just like frustrated at you as she brings the buckets back into the back to refill.
Come on, Ragtag, let us go to local guard. Is
Yeah.
there a headquarters to guards? Is there a local precinct, or is there?
Yeah, there's a
more
couple. There's a couple guard towers on the edges of the city.
Yeah, let's head back to
of the
that
town.
tower we passed on the way in. Maybe it's not on fire anymore.
The tower itself wasn't on fire. It was just a couple of houses near the tower. were on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
So you head back out towards the outskirts of town. Approaching, it's a large red brick tower with some steel reinforcements around it, and pretty tall, about 5 stories. Two guards posted on either side of the entryway.
Hello.
Hello. Oh,
Evening.
We have some poor news. Would you by perchance know if the God Slayers are still in town? If they are, we should like to go tell them, and if not, we shall tell you as well.
I wish I knew. I'd like to get one of their autographs.
yeah,
but
yeah.
Not sure.
Listen.
Yeah.
That you know, Godslayers, that they're in and out, and no one knows how they fucking do it.
Lot of murder, I think. The Howling Banshees are coming, and they're gonna attack here, probably.
I'm sorry. What the fuck did you just say?
Howling Banshees.
What is the name of the inn that we are in?
The Sleeping Turtle.
Yes, we are staying in the Sleeping Turtle. We ran into Howling Banshees.
That has nothing to do with us.
We ran into Howling Banshees, and one of our parties let go one of Howling Banshees, and she actually went back there, and they beat the living shit out of her, and then she escaped. But she told them where we are, so now they are coming here because we kill some of Howling Banshees in their attempt to rob us, which I believe is understandable. We were just protecting ourselves. But who knows how many other people this Howling Banshee that is in town right now at the Sleeping Turtle, how many people she has robbed. And perhaps, there are others that are coming as well. Just thought you should know the whereabouts of a known fugitive.
Really just putting it all out there, huh?
Yep, putting it all out there.
Okay. Well, you're welcome.
Come on in. This is important.
Yeah.
So they open the front gates, bring you guys inside the tower. Wait here, and they go up the steps. You hear some kind of muffled conversations upstairs, and after about 5 minutes, down comes a tall man in his mid-40s, about 6'4", crew-cut brown hair. He's stocky dude, big scar from his
Nice
left
haircut.
temple down to his cheek. Some 5 o'clock shadow, but like neatly edged. Wearing silver and gold plate armor.
Like when you go to a Dominican barber and they like give you that tape up. Is that what his beard looks
Kind of,
like?
yeah.
Nice.
Like every guy that works at a Verizon store.
AT&T
So the
gang, rise up.
God.
No one else
So the,
rose up.
so the manager of the Verizon store came down to. Now I'm speaking to the manager.
But like badass.
Yeah.
I'm Captain Olsen, Captain of the Guard here.
You
I
have
heard.
twin?
What?
Never mind. I have you mistaken for someone else.
I hear you're bringing some trouble to my
We're not
town.
bringing it. It's just kind of following us. We did help with the ant situation you had last night, you know? Killed a
was
whole
like-
bunch of them.
was
Like
like-
a gaggle.
4 hours ago at this point. I appreciate any help with the Formians. That was it could have gone much worse than it did. But it seems you're bringing even more trouble our way. Whether you're bringing it, whether it's following you, I don't fucking care. If you're the reason for it, then you're the one bringing it. I'd like you to get out of my town so that they pass us on by. Last thing I want to deal with some fucking banshees.
They're
Seems
not
reasonable.
real banshees. They are thieves.
It's metaphorical.
At
Yes.
this point, honestly, I'd prefer real ones. At least you kill them. No more are gonna come headhunting you.
True.
Suppose.
It is true.
Real banshees, you cover your damn ears. You don't have to guard your throat at night while you sleep. Jesus.
Wait, do banshees actually howl?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like their thing.
Oh, you got me with that one. Name makes sense now.
Doesn't it?
Sure,
Wait,
you've
But if they are called howling banshees and they kill you in your sleep, then they are quiet banshees. It is ironic name.
Yeah, that's probably also part of it.
I suppose I still think you should get the fuck out of my town so that they don't come and kill any of my people. Lord knows that I don't need any beef with any of those fuckers. Leave them alone, and they'll leave us alone. Keep to the trails where I don't have to worry about them.
Well, they're coming here regardless, just to let you know, because they will not know that we have left.
Yeah, we can't
Yes, they're going to come here regardless. It's not like we call them and leave them message and say,
BT Dubs, not here anymore.
Exactly. So you either
You could put a
prepare
little
with
sign
us-
out front of the town that says they went that away. I don't know how much it's gonna work though.
If I was a less honorable man, I'd have my guards take you right here and I'd offer them to you on a silver platter to make sure that they don't kill any of my men.
Yeesh.
But I'm not a less honorable man. Fuck. How many of them are coming?
Probably all.
She said that some of them were staying back at base, so not the whole force that is in their fortress. And it would also do you service to be able to take on these bandits now so that they no longer pester the roads near you. Perhaps we bring them here, we fight them here, and then you rout them out of the whole stronghold that they already have. It is mutual benefit for you and I to both fight them.
That actually all checks out. I kind of like it.
If
And
we take
perhaps
one of their
Banshee-
fortresses, then sure, that might be a win for now, but then they'll send more men. They'll retake it. They'll put another one.
You do not know this. Perhaps they will say, "Ooh, do not go to that town, because that is town that rout out our place."
Ooh!
Oh, you're a young one, aren't you?
Perhaps.
I-
Perhaps you will find that you get some sort of raise or promotion for being the captain that routed out howling banshees. Maybe you find job in capital, not in small town like this. You never
I don't
know.
want my name or any of my family's names in the ear of a single motherfucking banshee. Their
well.
influence runs deep. We aren't that kind of military force.
Well, you have Godslayers here. And you say Godslayers did it.
That could be the only angle that works.
Do not think small, my friend. We can deal with problem. My problem is now your problem. Your problem is now my problem. So at the end of the day, we must work together to solve common problem.
Then I'm not going... I hate to say it, but then I'm not going to let you leave my town until this is dealt with.
Very
you
well.
leave, they come, they tear the place apart looking for you. I don't know how many they'd kill before they realize you really aren't here. You said you're at the Sleeping Turtle?
Yes.
Yep.
I'll send as many as I can to guard the place. Suppose you have free reign of Veermore while you're here. But the second someone comes for you, you better be ready.
Very fair to me. What say you, Ragtag?
I'm still really into going to their hideout and messing up some stuff, but I agree. If they come here and we're not here, they're not going to believe we're not here. So, I don't know. I'm inclined to set up some kind of ambush right out front of town. Like you could major image us, you know, or our cosplay buddies over there disguised as us, either one, and put that right out front of town. We're waiting in the wings, you know, ready to do the old 1-2 firebolt switcheroo. You know, that could be good. I don't know how many of them we could take right off the bat, but that feels like a best bet.
Question to the DM.
Yep.
If I do a major illusion, can I also do a minor illusion?
Like at the same time?
Yeah.
What would be the,
Hold on, let me check.
if they're both concentration spells? I don't think so.
I don't think you can, because major image is minor image. Minor illusion?
Yeah.
Yes.
Major image and minor illusion.
Minor illusion is not concentration.
Sweet.
Nice.
It just has a duration of 1 minute. So yes, you can actually do those at the same time.
Okay. Perhaps if we cannot find God Slayers, I can create image of God Slayers on bridge and do some little tricks around them to make them seem very scary. Maybe hold them off for some time. Maybe get them distracted.
I like that.
Right?
I like all of that. I'll have my I'll have some Eldritch cannons ready, and we can make some stuff happen. Maybe build some traps. I'm good at traps.
Question: is there any other way to cross river other than bridge? Anywhere up and down this river? How far
There's-
down will they have to go to cross again?
There's more bridges further west, but a ways out. It would be very much out of their way to do that. Though they're
It's not a drawbridge, is it?
it's not.
Could they cross in boat?
They could, and if they do, then they'd be able to come over the river a little bit further east, and then they'd be coming from the south.
But they'd likely be coming from this bridge, right? There's no reason to believe it'd be anything else.
Hard to say.
Okay.
It's the easiest way in, but it's also the most obvious, so they might not do it. They're resourceful. It's hard to know exactly what angle they'll take.
Very well. Prep your soldiers, I suppose, and we will get rest tonight. I do not expect them to be coming this evening. There are quite a few. It will take them some time to mobilize their forces. But we should prepare for something by tomorrow evening. Maybe we put up sign that says, sorry, town closed. And then you put dynamite under bridge. And then how long it take to make bridge?
Probably pretty long.
It's a big bridge. it's nearly a 200-foot long bridge that is it's probably a solid 60 feet wide, and it's thick and tiered. It's meant for trade carts to be able to go over it.
Wait, I have idea.
Oh,
I have idea. Okay, what we do is this. Prepared? You ready for this? This is
always.
500 IQ
I'm
idea.
fucking
okay?
riveted.
Okay, no need for Mr. Attitude, okay? Okay? We could have said nothing and just left, and then you would have a whole problem of banshees flying around, screaming in your ear, cutting throats of babies. Relax. Okay? This is my idea, okay? It's smart, a big idea. We break middle of bridge that exists now so they cannot get across.
Okay.
And then we say, sorry, bridge under maintenance. And when they arrive, we have someone on other side of bridge, right? Who give like a horn sound, like and when people come. Then I make major image of bridge for them to look at, right?
Yeah.
Just the front. And so when they go to fall, they go to cross bridge, they fall into river. And they get swept up.
Ah. I get you. I like it. Okay.
What say you?
We're gonna need to bring this up with people higher up in positions in the town. Destroying that bridge in any capacity is something that could really
Here's an
hurt.
easier one. No, I guess that's dumb. I was gonna say just just major image another bridge next to this one, and maybe half of them will try to run over that. But I feel like as soon as one takes a step and falls right through it, it's going to be kind of a moot point. So, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
The destroying that bridge is something that could hurt Viramore very much. I'm sure the higher ups of the town won't be inclined to do it. I'll speak with them. I'll see if any other ideas of ambushes can be put into place. Well, I don't want any kind of enemies made of the Banshees. There's also not so much they can say about a town merely defending itself. If an incoming brigade, as you say, is what's to be expected. Go back to Sleeping Turtle. Get the fuck out of my god tower. I have a lot to do tonight. So much for going home. And he very huffily goes back up the stairs.
Nice guy.
Lovely.
Yes. All right, let's go back.
All right, so you guys head back to...
I would like to talk to Ragtag for a second.
Yeah.
On our way back.
What you got?
So what do you think of all this, Ragtag? You seem like you have good head on shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the sound of these screaming Banshees dudes. I feel like they're just kind of a general menace to the area, and I don't really love the idea of them just being a thing that they all just, deal with here. So I feel like we have the power to do something about it. I don't know. I've just been sitting in a town for like 100 years. I've never done anything. I feel like this is a chance to do something. So I want to kind of deal with them. Maybe we could do a little ambush here, but I'd really like to head right to the source and do some damage.
It makes sense. Plus, back at Fortress, they will have gold.
Oh,
They will
yeah,
then
hell
be-
yeah.
It just seems that we have, between you and I, you seem like nice fellow. I sorry for bring you along in all these problems. This should have been quick, easy job.
I'm into it,
And
whatever.
some people make it more difficult than it need to be. But I know you have my back.
You got it.
Okay then. Well, let's get back there before Bleeding Heart finds a sick kitten and then wants to bring sick kitten with us all
All right.
around as it, So let's go.
Okay.
Wait, I am kitten.
Yay! Yes,
Uh,
you are.
So you guys, as Nikita has a weird, frightening epiphany,
Existential cat crisis.
You guys return to the Sleeping Turtle, where Thrag has cleared out all of their mead, which only took another 3 buckets. They didn't have that much, and so roll 3 more Constitution saves, Thrag.
All right, that's a dirty 20. That's a 27. And that's a 22.
Okay, so he's like as drunk as most other people after like 2 or 3 like glasses of ale, mugs of ale, even though he's had 5 buckets of mead.
I truly believe you put all your points into con just so your character could drink a ton.
That wasn't the intention,
Nice bonus.
but it was a great bonus. Yeah.
And so he's still going. Galadh is what's Galadh drinking?
Excellent question. I think I'll just go with gin.
Is it you also ordered a gin dandy, huh?
Not a gin dandy, just gin.
Okay.
Ragtag pulls another dandelion out of his overalls, just like, eh?
Ah, welcome
I'll
back.
try it.
Hey! He just kind of gingerly places it on the rim of the glass.
Gin dandy, hold the dandy. But so you dandy up your gin. You've had to listen to just Thrag for the past like at this point probably hour and a half, and as much as you're still probably not a fan of Nikita, you are thrilled to see the two of them walk back through the door. Sit down, Ragtag and Nikita. Debrief the group on the conversation and what happened, and that, in the morning that you guys are probably going to meet up back with the guards and figure out some sense of ambush. And then you notice a few people around the bar. Thrag doesn't, because he's drunk enough to not notice. But the rest of you, who are especially a little bit on edge, notice a few men in the bar just kind of like looking at you out of the corners of their eyes. And after you guys have kind of been sitting at the bar for a couple minutes, you see them start to like just casually, get up, walk to another of the tables and sit down and start some small talk. But a few of them are moving around a little closer in proximity to you guys. 4 of them sit at tables just behind you.
I really don't like how you're not asking for us to make a check for this. Like, this is a story point or something. Oh boy.
A half-elven man, about 5'10", broad-shouldered and muscular, bald on the sides of his head and back that fades up into a very short-cropped light brown hair on the top of his head, thick beard about an inch off his face, and these geometric weaving tattoos on his cheeks, temples, and the sides of his head and his neck. Walks right into the middle of the 4 of you at the bar and pulls up a stool. Knocks on the bar. I'll have some rum, and I'll pay for the drinks of these fine gentlemen around me. Gesturing to the 4 of you. He says, "It was on someone else's tab, but sure, Sure." Pours him some rum. Takes a sip. Slight, twinge to the face with the burn.
How's the rum? The meat is all right.
The rum's good. Keep calm. And no one do anything stupid. It would be a shame if the other patrons in this fine establishment had to die. We've got some business to discuss. It's been brought to my attention that you 4 killed some of my men. The one you let go, well, I thought it was adorable how afraid she was. Enough that she thought honoring your little deal mattered more than family.
I think it's adorable that you're threatening us.
She's young. The world's still so small to her. She hasn't seen how big it can be and how much bigger the bigger fish are. That lot you killed, they were good men. Been doing it a few years. Not long enough to call them old heads, but they were reliable. Got a bit cocky the last few months. Not surprised they didn't gauge your skill well, actually. Shame what happened to them, but that's the life. See, that little witch thinks I want revenge. What I really want is to make sure fuckers like you aren't going to be a problem for other factions. I've seen your type. I've fought your type. I've killed your type. And the way she tried to protect you, like our code fucking applies to you, makes me know that you're just the type that'll be a headache if you go unchecked. So I'll give you an offer. Join the Howling Banshees. Replace the muscle you killed and relish in a new life where laws will never cage you. Your other option is to fight your way out. I'd love a good challenge. And while it's not really about revenge, doesn't mean I wouldn't enjoy getting some. Overall, and you'll have to sleep with one eye open the rest of your likely short lives, because every Howling Banshee in the kingdom will have you on their shit list if you even make it out Revere more. And I've already called in some favors from some higher places. For now, take your time. Enjoy this lovely place. Think on it. If you make the right decision, I'll be waiting outside the town, on the path to the south. Enjoy your drinks. He then knocks back the rest of his rum, puts down his cup, gets up to leave. All the other men who were kind of sitting around and shifting get up and start to follow him out. Every one of them, their
As
eyes
they're
locked on
walking
the four
out,
of you.
I want to yell out of the door. It would be more convenient for you to be waiting for us on the north path.
He looks at you, chuckles, and leaves.
Such tacky tattoos.
Can I look around and see if Hannah's still around?
She had gone upstairs to her room.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on her.
All right, you head up, go to the room that check. You're not sure which one she went to, but you go to the ones that were on Stephanos's tab, and she is in the room sleeping, safe.
Okay. Head back down to the rest of the party then.
I thought we were going to have to fight them right here for a second. I haven't had a good bar brawl in a while.
That would have been most inconvenient as we are sleeping here.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be too happy about that. That was an interesting proposition.
I don't
Why
know
don't-
if I care much for it.
Why don't we go discuss this in a private room? I feel like there could still be somebody out here. I want to have an honest discussion about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
Well,
well.
let us get Snuffleupagus here. Barmaid, keys to our rooms, please.
She kind of comes out from the back and just goes, "You've really brought a whole lot of trouble with you, haven't you?"
And
That's
you
all
brought
right.
a whole
We'll
bunch
take
of
it
drinks.
with us.
We all do what we do, is that not?
I'm charging that. Damn it, wrong accent. I'm charging that man's fucking tab a little bit extra.
Not my money, not my problem.
Finally, something we can agree on.
She nods, gives you the keys to the rooms. About 10 minutes later, you can hear the guards that were sent to the Sleeping Turtle show up and take their posts outside the door.
A little late.
So you all go to one of the rooms that the four of you would be staying in.
All right, so I'm still not a fan of the Howling Banshees. Obviously, they don't seem like an organization with a ton of great benefits based on how they treated Hannah out there.
Probably don't have dental.
Definitely not.
He smelled his breath?
Oh, it was awful. So, but obviously, turning it down seems like a really bad idea right now. I don't know about you, but I only feel like about a 6 out of 20 in terms of how good I could take them. So, I'm gonna say, what if we?
Did you roll for it?
I was going with the numbers thing you were doing earlier. It seemed like
yeah,
fun.
you have to roll for it.
No,
Oh.
it's just like kind of. It feels like something about my character, you know. Anyway, I can put it on a sheet for you. But so, what if we joined and worked and used our inside position to take them down from the inside? That kind of
What,
sounds
are we
fun.
police?
Yeah, sure. Do some undercover work. That could be fun.
The only person I work for is me.
Yeah, you'd still be working for you, but like just secret working for you, but doing sneaky work. You know, sneaky work.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How about you, Galadh?
Now, I think the problem with that is they wouldn't necessarily want us to go outside of this area. Not to mention, they would want us to turn a profit, which I don't particularly want to rob people.
Oh, I'm not saying we go in there for long. I'm talking like a day. And then
Oh,
we
I have
kill the
idea.
highest ranking person we see.
I have idea. We go to base and then we tell them we have imaginary disease and that we need to leave to go get cure for disease that does not exist.
We also tell them they have the imaginary disease too.
Yes, that we tell
Now-
them they have it and then we have to go get it. And we have big score in Jugatse to go steal Road of Destiny.
Building off of that, what if we used the rod as a not bait, what's more of a
MacGuffin?
potential MacGuffin, a payoff or something along those lines. Tell them that, truthfully, that we were after this artifact, and that we would like to continue that, and if it, as you suspect or think or have been told, that it aids in stealth, that could be very useful for them. Or, if, as I have been told, it cures this not imaginary disease, again, that could prove useful for them. They seem to be a large, wide-reaching group that likely at some point would have illness, and if this, again, as I have been told, cures illness, then again, that could be useful. A bargaining chip, if you will.
I'm into it.
So we are going to steal what we already
No.
found.
We are going
We're
to
gonna
tell
talk about
them
it, I think.
that's what we are doing.
I think we're just talking
We-
about the concept of it.
We
There's no
We-
guarantee that they would let us be the ones to go and get it.
No, there is not. But it is something that we could have as a excuse or a bargaining chip or something along those lines that would potentially, even short term, give us the opportunity to get away.
All right, but we agree we're taking the gig, right? Let's use that as the next step. I'm into that.
Ah,
As much as I hate to join them, yes.
I'm gonna go rig up some bombs, okay?
Before I was the thief, and now it looks like we are all thieves. How ironic life can be.
We are not going to give them the rod. We are merely telling them that we will.
Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. I just hope his smugness comes across as much as possible. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, no, we're getting the smug.
Okay,
You're,
good.
you're one to talk about lying about what to do with rods, but okay. All right. That sounds good. I'm gonna head to bed, and by that I mean I'm gonna work on some bombs. I'll see y'all in the morning. Get out of my room, please. They just sits down and grabs his wrench and just starts tinkering with something.
Just digs through his enormous backpack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, this is his room. Very well. Until morning.
Yep.
Drunk man. Stinky man. Weird man. And sleepy man. Good night.
Worries me that I don't know which was supposed to be which, but yeah, okay. I know Drunk Man. That's that one. But, good night, y'all.
Rest.
And with that, you all go to your rooms and sleep one of the stranger sleeps that you have had in the last, which is saying something, considering what the last week has been for you guys. But you do get some rest, and we will see what the morning brings, and that is where we will call tonight's session.
All right.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, man. This side quest
Woo.
turned real big.
Oh,
You
This
could see
is-
me grinning the whole time you were
Yeah.
talking about us joining the thieves.
Yeah.
Like,
The- I-
oh my god,
this,
yes.
Oh, this is really good.
This is very good. Thank you.
So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game. Once again, we have a Discord. Come join and hang out with us. Play Minecraft with us. Link is in the description. We should be officially back to weekly games on Fridays again, starting this
Yes.
Friday, September 17th at 7:30 p.m. EST. Our schedules are kind of back to relative normality. Pluggables. You can find me at Atlas Creative on YouTube, though I don't post much. And you can find my band Black Lotus at youtube.com/BlackLotusNJ, Facebook.com/BlackLotusNJ, Instagram at BlackLotusNJ, and we have merch at BlackLotusNJ.com.
I was
Everyone
really
else,
hoping one of
plug
those would
yo
be
stuff.
Slightly different.
Nope, it's all Black Lotus NJ.
Ah.
Plug yo stuff.
Don't have
What's
much
that,
to
team?
plug.
Yeah, go watch and subscribe to Tales from Rukon. It's just really cool D&D live stream that I'm part of.
Oh, we also have our TikTok up now.
Yes.
It's Tales from Rukon. We have one up. We'll have some more coming up soon. And Riley, do you want to get into a little Minecraft right now, or are you gonna get off for a little bit?
I have to check out what I'm doing right after here, but yeah, that could possibly be a possibility.
Hop in the Discord. There might be Minecraft
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
Apparently. Also, Dean just put out a Friday Night Funkin' mod. I pointed that way, even though I don't know which way.
I'm
Anyway.
down here.
We're flipped and all the stuff. And he's in a different place on OBS than this. But anyway, he put out a Friday Night Funkin' mod. That is awesome, and you should check it out.
Thank you. Versus Gentbot, but y'all know that. I feel like a lot of there's a lot of cross pollination between my channel and this one.
Yeah, but thank you guys so much. We will see you next time. Good night, all.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.